Hello there, I am Eligriv, also known as Rod, and in today's video I'm going to showcase 100 solar panels. I think this video is going to be pretty long, so I'll say all the important stuff now. The map is going to be free to download on Planet Minecraft. I'm going to post it there maybe an hour or two after the video is released, so I'll pin a comment when you can get the map, and I'll pin the link for it, both in the description and in the comments. So I guess we can start. So just I've built 100 solar panels. It's not exactly true. I've built a lot of them, but I've got some help from a few other players, so I've made the majority of them. Look at these! Oh, it's going to be a long video, trust me. Let's get started. Let's waste no more time. Did it take a lot of efforts to do this one? No. I placed a block and turn it off to night mode. This one, this is the same, but bigger. This one, this is the same, but bigger. This one, this is the same with copper. Yeah, I might have cheated a bit on the 100 solar panels. I promise the next one are going to be great. These are just the beginning of them. This is the same thing, very low effort, but I can show that you can also use oxidized copper for solar panels. Oh yeah, by the way, important thing to say. These are all examples. You can take inspiration from them. You can just replace some of the blocks with other one. So change the color, change the shape, change stuff, everything. It's just meant to be an inspiration. So don't say this is the only design you can find. You can make plenty of everything. You can customize them. So this is starting to get interesting with this one. So we have a solar panel on a stand, and this is the same thing but bigger. I've used dark prismarine to make like a bar, a drop, a shadow, because it's not always the same color. And as you are going to see on bigger solar panels, we can't just use one single block. It doesn't look great, so we have to use multiple of them, and it's pretty expensive, honestly. So we are starting to get bigger and bigger, and I've made one that is both on a wall and on the ground, so it's the same blocks used mostly. Maybe you just need one more inside wall for this one, but this is basically the same design. Now, I wanted to get away from copper, so I used copper bulbs. Yeah, okay, it's still copper, but there is warp wood as well. It's a darker tone, it's not bad. Okay, now we are starting to get to the better ones, and weirder ones. Yeah. So this one I've textured using some prismarine and some copper, but both the normal prismarine and the dark prismarine. I mean, is it normal prismarine? Yeah, prismarine. So this is the normal one, and this is the one I've been using the most in all of my videos. You might have seen it in both of my previous showcases before. This one uses skull sensors because they have the height of a slab and they are animated, so it gives some life, it gives some movements, but the thing is, you can't just walk past it. It's a bit weird, and yeah, so maybe place it on top of a rooftop or somewhere far from where you're going to walk. This one used skulk and daylight sensors because same idea as the previous one. I wanted something that was a slab, but not a slab itself, a more interesting texture, and I just wanted to get rid of this annoying It's called sensor. So, daylight sensor. Is that still called daylight sensor? Daylight detector. Yeah, this isn't a daylight sensor. I don't believe you, Minecraft. Yeah. As you can see, I use the same technique as this one, but on a bigger scale. And the interesting part about this one is, I think, the stand, because yes, I've tried to not only do 100 different solar panels, but 100 different ways to make them stand, like the back, the part you're never going to see. Okay, so now this one, a design by the Puffin. It's freaking gorgeous, isn't it? Okay, so let me share a little story with you. I had built only this line of solar panels until this one, not everything behind, and I was like, hey, Mustair, what do you think? And they said this was their favorite. Well, am I surprised? Absolutely not, it's gorgeous. But am I upset? Yeah! Because out of every solar panel so far, it was the only one I didn't create myself. The only one you could have chosen. And he didn't knew it wasn't from me. So honestly, it was just being honest. Of course it's better! It's the Puffin! So I was extremely upset because... Yeah, I mean, I've got to agree, this one weren't as good as this one. It had a better interesting shape. It's just because it was different. I don't believe it was... Moss! Once again, copper, very boring solar panel. I've used the redstone torches on the inside to power the iron trapdoors. So this one is pretty cool because so far I've used mostly things from 1.21.5, the Garden Awakened drop. So the pale oak trapdoor, and why do I have this one? The pale oak trapdoor. And this, if you're playing in an older version, you can use this design instead. So you just have to hide the redstone torches, and you put iron trapdoors all around them, and you have a pretty side. This one is the same principle, but different. Okay. From there, I've decided I needed to start doing some lines in the solar panel, because most of the real one have some kind of lines. So from in front of it, it looks quite good. From above, not as good, but it's alright. So I think this is the kind of solar panel you can put on the side of the road and just walk by. This is very sus. This one was made for my Reddit friends. Nothing very interesting, nothing much. Absolutely nothing at all hidden on it. This was the biggest solar panel I had ever built. And now this isn't a medium one, so... Yeah, I've made some pretty big ones, and... no, honestly, I'm quite proud of it. So, under I've put... under the blue glass I've put skulk, blue terracotta, blue glazed terracotta, and lapis lazuli. Honestly, I'm surprised, but the blue glazed terracotta does a pretty neat transition block. It's cool for gradients. I'm going to use it more because you have... I mean, it's very medium for an overall color, but you have a spike of really light blue and really dark blue, so it can allow us to miss some step, just, yeah, ignore some steps. What I'm very proud of for this one is the underside. So I was inspired by the real solar panel facilities, real solar farms. You have a bunch of little batteries, and this, honestly, this was just me enjoying building. Wait. This is what it looks like without shaders. so you can see better. But yeah. Oh, and by the way, the shader I use is complementary and bound, if you want to. Do, do you guys remember the bus stop I've made and the fruit stand I had made in my street showcase video? Well, this is basically the... Oh, hey, there was someone. I'm not going crazy, am I? So this was my fruit stand that I transformed into solar panels by putting blue glass over some copper. Okay, this one is weird. I was inspired by the artistic vision of SolarPunk and roundabouts and stuff. So they make trees. So no, they make solar panels that look like trees. So it's honestly it's pretty ugly, but yeah, it's pretty ugly. I've got to agree, but I couldn't do anything better on such a small scale. These are built by Jesper. Rotating, they follow the sun. Oh, that's right! So, Jesper helped me make 3 little solar panels, and he told me that they follow the sun, so you have to imagine in real life that these pillars are rotationary, and they are going to capture the sunlight all day long. This one is starting to get a little bigger. It's not bad. I've made pillars for the support, but I've mostly used blue ice, glass panes, and carpets. And honestly, it's not too bad. I could see it on top of a building, like a rooftop. We don't talk about this one. So, I had an idea. Oh, wait, did I say whose idea it was? No, I didn't. So, I was suggested to use one with dolphin, to make solar panel with using dolphins. But I'm a survival-friendly builder, so I was reticent to using no AI dolphins. So I was like, hey, how can I make a solar panel using the texture of a dolphin? And I decided, hey, dolphin can't just stay in water, they'll drown. They need air. They need air, oxygen. But I was like, hey, the player gets oxygen from magma blocks and salt sands. Obviously, magma blocks would have caused damage to the dolphins. So I was like, salt sand. There were dolphins flying everywhere. I never saw a dolphin fly like this. Don't inform PETA of this solar panel. It's really not friendly. It's really not SolarPunk. It's really nothing. It's just arming poor dolphins. The noise it was making was also horrible. And look, what solar panel was just in front of this one? Do you imagine 50 dying dolphins next to a skulk sensor? If you are imagining this, please stop. It's terrible. Okay. I wanted to make solar panel using a bit of every blue blocks I could find, but using just warped blocks, which are cyan, would be very. It wouldn't look like a solar panel. So I was like, what if I use an other block? And those roots, those warped roots, can be placed on pretty much anything that looks like grass. So Nilium, grass, mycelium, podzol, dirt, and such. And mud is a part of this. So I had a dark block with blue tint above it, and it's pretty great. So you're going to tell me, yeah, but Eligriv, this doesn't look like a solar panel at all. And you're right. So this isn't a solar panel. This is a machine. This is a technology that uses mushrooms and the thing that plants do. Machines use photosynthesis from those mushrooms, plants, alien stuff, whatever, to convert into electricity. Yeah. Okay. Uh, I could invent some other weird stuff here, but honestly, I just used the coral because it was blue, and because I didn't want to use copper again. So, thing is, this is pretty complicated to build because it dries out. So, I made waterlogged stairs everywhere. I used waterlogged stairs to maintain the coral alive, and yeah, that's about it. Same thing goes for this one. It's waterlogged leaves and the coral above and on the side. And I decided to make my lines vertical and used both gates and trapdoors from the pale oak wood set. Okay, I'm going to go over these three right after that one. Okay, this one was built like a few hours ago. I decided what block I didn't use, and I was like, hey, end rods. I did not use end rods. Neither did I use redstone lamps. So I did this. So it would go for on top of maybe a log cabin. On top of it, you could have some futuristic solar panel like this one. And thing is, it lights up at night. Time, set, night. Yep, perfect. Okay, so what does these one are? That's beds. I've used beds to make a solar panel. So this was the first design. I wanted to have the lines because we have the white in the beds, so I use them correctly. And honestly, you don't see it's a bed until you're really close to. And the advantage is it's slab height and it's offset. So, like, you see, this is not on a regular block. If I put this one here, you can see the line is in the middle. So I don't know what you could use this for, but if you ever need to build something like this, you can. So this was the second design, just putting white lines too, so it's more like a grid. And then I decided to make the lines only vertical. Yeah, I don't know what to say more. The only downside I have with this one is when you go too far away, the beds disappear, so you have to be very precautious and put blocks under them, so if you don't want it to look weird. But after you go back, bam! Very detailed build. I need to change my speed back. And prepare to be amazed by Jesper's most magnificent solar panel ever. I present you this beauty. Yeah, that's just prismarine and unsite wall. Jesper just wanted to help me so I didn't have to do too many solar panels because 100 is way too many. I didn't know what I was thinking of when I started this project. But thanks, honestly, thanks Jesper for helping me out. Even if it's not high quality solar panel, it's still something. I couldn't do everything. I started this video in May. In May. This was a long time ago. We're in July. We are on July 2nd as I'm recording. Okay. Let's. Once again, I've used the tube cover for the solar panels and the fans on top of it for the flat part because as it would look a bit weird. So I think it looks as good from in front of it than on top of it. Also, I use diorite. It isn't very pretty, but it does the job, and I was tired of using either pale oak or quartz. These ones are more rustic. They look more like solar panels we used to make back in Xbox. No, not Xbox 360 days. The daylight sensors didn't exist, but like in a few years ago. Few years ago, people would build them like this, and I think it was a nice throwback to include them. Now, you may be thinking, Eligriv, why is that solar panel red? Red solar panel doesn't exist. Well, they do, and they are bloody inefficient. That's why no one uses them. So, how does solar panel get red? Well, when you build a solar panel, you can use a dye or a coating or something to change the appearance to pretty much any color you want, but solar panel absorb light, and red doesn't absorb as good as blue, dark blue, and black. So this is why we don't see much of them. So red solar panel were used to for roof from small villas and small brick buildings, because sometimes you are not allowed to change the color of your roof depending on what region you're from. And this is weird, but at least you have some solar panel. It's 45% less efficient than a normal one, but it's still a solar panel. Same ID, orange one. Oh, oh no, oh no, I didn't use the wax one. My solar panel is rusty. No. If you use a wall download, I think you're going to need to wax these ones. Yeah, sorry. This is the same thing. It's a yellow solar panel, so it's probably the least efficient one of all. It's probably absorbing like 10% of all the incoming sunlight. So, if you want to use this one for your Minecraft building, go for it. But it's useless, honestly. And what did I wanted to say? Um, uh, yeah, no, you can just use the shape and replace the blocks with blue, dark blue, and black ones. All of these are mostly for the shapes. This small guy was inspired by a flower, so I just wanted to make a small thing. There are better flowers coming in next, later in the video, don't worry. You'll find plenty. But yeah, that's a little guy. So, this was the 99th solar panel I built, so the last one before the previous before the last one. It's a bike. It's a biker. That's just biking. Is a remorque. Is a caravan. Is a thing. Oh, wow, I mean, the image is on screen while I'm editing it, so it's fine. You know what I'm talking about. And you have a little cargo. You have crafting table, chest, actually usable. Food, boxes, plants, because why not? And stone cutter. Why would you need a stone cutter? No clue, but you have one, so great for you. I reused my design for the bike I showed in the 15 build axe for your Minecraft streets. I've used the same design, but I replaced the wheels that were two tinted glass two black tinted glass with banners. So now you have a real square and you have a less awkward shape at the top. It's not perfect. I would have loved to have a little round thing there, but we don't have a good thing enough for it. Did I miss any on this line so far? No? Okay, let's go to the next one. This was built by Tomyto. So this is very intricate, it's very difficult to build. Yeah. So the shape is very complex for the size of this thing. And I just love the little round thing here. And the bar. So, good job, Tommy. Very good job. This one was kinda inspired by a mushroom. And this is the underside. So it provides a shade for your Minecraft builds and cities and SolarPunk stuff and futuristic cities if you need to make non-SolarPunk but still futuristic cities. Without shaders, I was afraid I would have a big shadow under it. So I made sure to include glass blocks and to still have the slabs going on the support. I've replaced the oh! Oh no, what have I done? Oh no! So I've replaced some of the blocks with glass. And if you want, you can even put on the side like this so you don't see through. But I think it's still quite fun. I like it. This one, it's weird. It's nightmarish. It's skulk. It's surprising. You have little cells connected to each other, and the inspiration from it was part of a virus, skulk, a bacteria, and part of electronic devices. So a motherboard or something like that. And I've made a little sign behind. There is the red flower and there is a cafe. Yeah, why did I say cafe? So fun story. I had originally planned on writing hope, but I didn't have the space for it. It was looking terrible. I can't make a P, I can't make anything. So someone joined my VC as I was showcasing. I don't remember who it was. I'm sorry if you're watching this video. I don't remember who it was. But you know it was you, so it's fine. And we were like, I read that as a cafe. Oh, then I shall make it cafe. And I made it cafe. Because yum yum coffee. I need all of this to showcase. I'll go for this row first. In my quest to use all blocks, diamonds. If you want to build this in survival, you're either a cheater, a Minecraft hardcore YouTuber, or jobless. Yeah. You also need emeralds, so it means you have been to the end. You can't just farm your life for diamonds and make the sword panel. So yeah, it's very expensive. This one is worse. This is beacons. Do you know how many wither do you have to kill for one singular solar panel? Imagine the hours spent farming wither skulls. Because each little beacon is 3 wither skulls. I think you're a madman if you try this. But in creative, it emits light at night and it's pretty. This one, ugly, terrible, but it has the merit to exist. So You can say I didn't try to do everything. So I used kelp and glass panes. I wanted to have a grid pattern. From above it looks fine. From in front it looks meh. It looks meh. Oh, Ish said this is maintenance. Yeah, it's oh, that's right. So this was built by Ishamabeth, a friend. So Ish built this using spruce under the daylight sensor, which is pretty smart. I never tried to do that. And made the line using the payload planks and gates, apparently, which are on your tops and a bit floating. But it has some charm. I like it. And he decided to hide this thing behind. I think this was supposed to be absolute cinema. Absolute, yeah, absolute cinema. Wait, what do I look like when I'm in it? Looks like I'm being kidnapped. It's terrible. Oh, it looks like I'm being kidnapped. So yeah, this is maintenance apparently. Please give me your diet. I need this body shape. This is a different saw panel again. Made the line using gates and glass panes, and the underside was blue glazed terracotta. Same principes. Blue glazed terracotta using light blue glazed terracotta using gates, because I wanted to use every blue blocks I could. Same thing, blue blocks, candles. The lines are both trapdoors and skulk catalyst. So this is survival friendly, but this is very difficult to obtain. It requires a lot of farming, a lot of exploring. But it's fine, because we love you. You love solar panel. I mean, if you're still this far in the video and you didn't skip till the end to see the big ones, thank you, but I love you. Yeah. So just decided to make a funny shape. And behind I've made a control room. So you can just beep 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 bop. If editor me did his job correctly, he put a recall over there. So haha, got you. This little design using blackstone, because so far I've only shown ones using blue, dark blue, and a few colors, but not dark ones already. So this was made by Pigo. This one, same, inspired by Pigo using blackstone. I've made an underside with chiseled polished blackstone. The lines are made out of buttons and other type of glass. This one, weird one. We like weird ones. But I think there's so much better. No one is going to use this anyway, but it exists at least. It exists. This one is weird. So this is bamboo for the texture, tinted glass for the color, and blue stained glass pane for the paint, and black carpets on top of it because it looks weird without them. So it's weird, yeah. I like the shape of this one. This is like a wave of sorts. I've used ice and iron trapdoors and redstone torches, like the one I showcased earlier. This one over there. I've decided to use redstone torches and iron trapdoors because it gives a very cool look. It's like if it was powered by electricity or it was actively making electricity. I like this pop of color, this and the little redstone particles are fine addition to. That thing is supposed to be a solar panel, no, a tree made out of solar panels. I'd put this on a roundabout and never talk about it in my life again. Because, yeah, there is better, there is so much better, let's ignore this. This one, for example, is much better. So, all these four ones are floating solar panels. This one is floating thanks to two buoys. I think this is how you pronounce it. And you have a copper grate platform for people to walk on. On the side, nothing crazy going on. Just the buoy is the highlight. This one, just floating solar panels. I've used waxed. Okay, so it's waxed. So it wasn't just okay, looks tight. So I use Kelp for the lines for the little pattern. So I use the texture itself instead of making it using bigger blocks. This is the same thing. A bunch of little solar panels, all connected to each other on a sort of giant buoy. And this one was inspired by a video by Melody Sheep. This is a solar panel that powers a machine below it that creates frost around it, and the shade allows the frost to not melt. So this solar panel is actually a device used to refrost the poles because of how's that called again? Climate change and the warming temperatures. Yeah. This is a parking lot with solar panels that allows to have shade on top of cars. So I know, we don't like cars, but at least we have something that makes energy that redeem all of the wasted space of that parking lot. Because yeah, and also it allows for the seat belt and the windshield and everything to not be burning hot. I see you with seat belt. You've burned me way too many times. I won't allow it to happen again. Shade on you. Shade on you. Yes, this is very interesting. Did I improvise shade on you? Oh, this is cool. Wow. This is a sort of monorail metro thing. It's a transport, a public transport. And you have interior. So this is much more fancy than what we are used to. We have bookshelves, we have little couches, and I wanted it to be more friendly than your typical transportation. Why did I put it in solar panels? Because it's solar powered. And I used it in context, so I put it on top of a railway, and the railway is actually a solar panel too. Because I think it's in Switzerland, they are doing this, but they are covering train tracks with solar panels. So I think they get damaged very often, but it's still a way to recover lost space, because you're not going to be able to do anything else with those rails. Big boy, this is a balloon. Yeah, okay, fine. Have the image for you. Editor me, please put the image of the thing and say the name in the title. Yeah, put a little title to say the name. Thank you. I hope you're not putting anything like I'm lazy or something like that as you're editing. I know you don't like your past self, but I am present me, so you're just future me. Okay, I'm going to stop talking to future me. This is a plane. I mean, not a plane, but it's a thing that floats, that glides through the sky using solar panels. So the wings are big solar panels, and you have a little turbine at the back to push it forward. It's a very light transport. It's why it's 1 block wide only. It's supposed to be a very light thing. This is a bigger version of that one. So I just took the solar panels, each individual hexagon, and I moved it elsewhere. Also used a different block. I've used oxidized chiseled copper for the instead of skulk, but I left the blue terracotta because instead of being a highlight, it becomes a shadow. It's not bad. I like it. I also had this weird antenna thing. I think this is ugly, but it shows what you could do. This is just a proof of concept. But yeah, don't don't make this one up. If you are downloading the map and want to use that big one, please remake that antenna. It's ugly. Next up, the tower. So this is enchanting table language. This is standard galactic alphabet, and it says solar panel. Yay! Like if it wasn't obvious. The solar panel part of this is all of the side being curved, and you have solar panels on all of it. I've seen a representation of this being plants instead of solar panels, but I think this is quite cool if it's facing south or something like that. Yeah. Next one is an arch. I'm quite proud of this one because it's big. It can make an entrance for a city or something like a new district, maybe yeah, I don't know, but a mega structure of sort, or just it's an arc like the Arc of Triomphe in France, in Paris. The solar panels on top of it are all around it, so this would be perfect if it was at the equator. I don't know how to say it, or I still don't know how to say it. So you have the sun that from one direction that goes straight above, and sunset is over there, sunrise here. So you have sunlight all of the day, and all of these solar panels are being used. That big thing over there. This was basically just supposed to be a few solar panels. This was supposed to be just that. And then I thought, hey, what if I put one on the other side? And what if I continue this line? And I had all of this, and I was like, hey, this is cool. What if I multiplied it and used it even more? So I've got both of those. Then I was, hey, maybe I can make it even bigger. So I made it entirely. It was just like bigger, 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 all the time. And I'm quite proud of the result. It's not bad. Whoops. Okay, now let's go to some of my favorites favorite ones. Ignore this. This is a little I don't know how I say it. It makes the shadows. It allows to cool down the ground. So if you put this in the middle of a city, you can cover up like if it was a tree. So you block sun rays to avoid the ground being heated too much, and you produce energy. So this was my first concept of that thing. I'm proud of the shape. It's a bit like a sun, a bit like a flower, I don't know. And this directly inspired those ones. So, small one is just the same twice, with iron trapdoors and glass on top of it, and maybe some texturing using the blue glazed terracotta. So we have just an upgraded version. We have the same one, but even taller. And then I made a bigger version. And honestly, all three of them next to each other, they look really damn good. So what I'd see is you're in the middle of a city, of a park, and maybe on the skylines, on the roofs, and just you walk and you have shadows, you have energy, and it's just super pretty. Let me show you what it looks like with shaders. And I need to stop turning off my shaders. I don't know why I do that. So you see it creates shadows, it allows to cool down the hair. It's pretty nice. This one is kind of the same thing, the same purpose. So I decided to make it a bit greener, to add foliage, because this is cool. I like foliage. And the solar panels are on top of it. And this band, this shape allows to have like a cover, so if it's raining, you can still walk under there. And honestly, this is just one, but what I'd imagine is like you have plenty of them next to each other, and you make a walkway, a covered one. And if you're determined, and if you want, you can even make one next to each other and make an arch, so you have a covered system. Yeah. Dear. So this is not the kind of solar panel you'd see on its own. Now, green. So I talked about how different solar panel color are not very useful. Well, I often see representation of green solar panels. I don't know why, but you can see on Google image, you can see on some articles and stuff, and even in The Sims 4, you have green solar panels. Uh, from what I understood, it's either a very inefficient solar panel because it's once again a dye coating, or it is using algae and photosynthesis to produce energy. And this is awesome. Using the same system, the same color, I've made one that looks like a leaf. So it's very organic, it's probably not very realistic or efficient or strong, because I think it would collapse, but this is pretty. You could make maybe an art gallery or an exposition using them. Or if you're just doing SolarPunk fantasy, you can use that one. This solar panel is pretty basic. I just made a disc, rotated it a bit, and made the line diagonals. But yeah, it's just a round boy. It's cute. I like it. Now, this. What is this thing? Well, I was bored. I had no inspiration. So, yeah, okay. So, I had the idea to make something stupid, and the first idea was to make something like samples that looks like blade of grass. So just a bunch of pillars that go up and collect energy like if it was grass, but as if it was grass, but yeah, it's ugly. So I decided to make those bigger ones which stands out and are actually pretty cool. They could be solar panels of their own. And this weird result, someone gave me the idea to make it like if it was an artist vision. And yeah, you could place it in the middle of a roundabout or on a plaza in a place somewhere. It's supposed to be pretty, it's supposed to give a message, it's supposed to be artistic, but it doubles as a solar panel energy collector. And when I say I was bored, because 100 solar panels is a lot, I was taking suggestions. And Echo told me to make a soap bottle, like a shampoo distributor.
Hello.
Hey! So far, what do you think from afar?
Oh yeah, I like them.
Thanks. So I showcased everything on the left so far, and I was going through every solar panel to explain how I did them, why I did them, inspiration and such.
Okay, okay, that's cool. Yeah, solar panels are really hard to do.
Yeah, hence why doing 100 of them was a stupid idea.
Anything for content.
Anything for content, exactly. This one was inspired by the uh, I'm losing my words now. Like the lifeguards houses to surveil on the beaches, and maybe also by stadium. So you have a he's just working out. So this design was just me stacking a lot of solar panels from the beginning on top of each other and adding a small house. There is a ladder that you showcase perfectly. Thank you for showcasing it. That allows to go to the top and a control room. Bam. Okay, so solar panels and you usually don't see them yellow or gold. Except in space. In space, I don't know why, but it's to prevent the impact and damage on solar panels. So they use special materials, special. So I've made two designs using gold and raw gold, everything, and maybe thing I like about them is the gray allows to not to be let them be too vibrant because this is really yellow. um, Once again, I made sure to have a proper back to each solar panel. It's not the same. This one was very complicated to build. It took me about 3 hours, I believe. Now this one, it's one of my favorites. There's absolutely nothing to say about it, but I like it, so showcasing it from all angles. And this is the one I hate the most. So one of the best, one of the worst. This was supposed to be a dome. This was and I can't make domes in Minecraft, and even if I can, I can't make lines through it. It's just like a pile of I don't know. It's what do you think of this aura over there?
What?
What do you think of this aura? This, yeah, I don't like it.
I think it's fine. It's weird, but it's fine.
um, that hexagon was one of the panel of the first hexagonal one, the first big one. But I decided to raise it and transform the underside with farms, so I can grow stuff using the light produced by the solar panel. And honestly, it just makes shades. It would be pretty nice for a park in the middle of a SolarPunk city. And this, it's not as much of a solar panel as it is a, a, a walkway. So basically, inside you can have a tour. It's maybe more a tourist attraction than it is something useful. I could replace inside using maybe a monorail or a metro, something like this. So you have public transport going inside of it. But I decided to just make way to. Um, yes. I'm losing my words. It's complicated to improvise stuff in English. Uh, Place to rest, sit, and read a book. Yeah. This one used to be the tallest one. So you're standing, you're stuck in it, aren't you? Okay. So, perchance. I wanted to make like a curved panel at the beginning, similar to this one, but I was like, hey, this looks more like a leaf than anything else. So I decided to make um, a sort of star out of it. At the beginning, I had only 3 of them, and then I decided, yeah, let's make 3 more. So I had 6 of them, and I was like, it's missing something, and I decided to put a wind turbine, a vertical wind turbine, a wind catcher on top of it. And I realized it kinda looks like a flower, an hibiscus. I mean, that could be better, but I think it's pretty nice maybe for the top of a mountain or somewhere far in the distance. It's more on a standalone than it is. Ooh, I see a new solar panel being created. Ooh, I'll come check it out. This one reused the leaf design from earlier, the green ones, and you reused the sort of flower sun too. So this is recycled solar panels, recycled design, but it makes a fine flower, so it's nice. And this one, you might recognize the shape. I mean, if you're an Halo fan, you know this is an energy sword. And what's better than an energy sword to produce energy with solar panels? So the inside is just a little park, so you have benches, you have flowers, you have a small tree. And that's about it. Hey, we are getting close to the end. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We have 5 solar panels left to showcase. Wow, this went quickly. I mean, maybe a bit more. I see one being created. So this is maybe best to showcase without shaders. This concept was from Rekjo. He said that I could use maybe water and different biome types to make different solar panels. And honestly, this is quite good because you have the texture of water, the lines already there. Its texture, it's moving, so it's pretty animated, it's pretty lively. And the only downside I see about it is that you can build it in only one color, depending on what biome you're in. Or you have to use creative mode. It's not very survival friendly. Unless you just make plenty of the plain design, the default one. These two are from Gaming with Cloud. I was asking in another Discord for shapes and such, and he said this one. And I like them. I think I could use them. And oh yeah, no. Even if it's I'll finish with this one because there's a lot to say about it. The biggest one, the tallest, the widest, the longest to build. Yeah, it took me 2-3 days because unlike every other solar panel I've made, this one is as a designer, and I had to build all of these manually because you can't make hexagon in Minecraft. So it's lines that are not. This is not the same thing copy and pasted 3 times. I had to do each individual cells and repeat it. The only fast thing in the process was to put the glass above it. But yeah, the inspiration was an artistic vision of what a solar panel on Mars could be. And obviously, because this is big and there is no sunlight coming through. This was a real mob spawner, so I had to put a lot of lights under it. But yeah, I'm quite proud of it. And I I see you. Okay, last one, the one I'm most proud of. At the beginning, I wanted to make a bigger hexagon with solar panels just on a flat surface. But then I realized that maybe I could make them at different height. So I had one plant here, another here, and a third one at this level. But I was like, what am I gonna do with the rest of the space? Because this is pretty repetitive. So I decided to make a park. I'm not going to showcase it too much in details now because I'm going to make another video. Another another SolarPunk showcase video with all of my new builds since the last one. And but let me quickly sum it up. We have a picnic area, we have compost area, growing stuff, little market plus growing, and just energy station, radio, and the meteo. So yeah, now let's see the last solar panel today. Sliman, would you mind showing us, explaining? Honestly, I like it. I really like it.
Sure. Yeah, I made it in, I don't know, 2 minutes. It's, there's daylight sensors, like, because they're like solar panels. Then there's trapdoors lining it, giving it some structure, and then there's a pole. That's it.
Wow, magnificent. You have the last solar panel of the video. Do you want to also make the outro of the video?
Yeah, some solar panels for you. Don't steal them. Actually, do steal them. Is that the point of the video? I'm not sure.
Yes, this is the point of the video. I'm going to
Okay.
put them on Minecraft
Steal as
Planet.
Plagiarism is always okay if they never find out about it.
Oh dear. Say peer if you say till the end. See ya.